Pois é, estou aqui com o pessoal do Foo Fighters, logo antes do show deles aqui no Maracanã, daqui a pouquinho eles vão tocar, e vou começar perguntando para eles como é que tem sido essa turnê Sonic Highways aqui pelo Brasil. So guys, welcome to Brazil, welcome to Rio. How's the tour going so far?
Great.
And
Translate that.
ele disse que tem sido ótima a turnê. So a recurring theme on the Sonic Highways show is the preservation of music, American music history. And you guys been playing a lot of classic rock songs in the shows, maybe a way of reintroducing those songs to a younger audience. But I was wondering, how do you guys want the Foo Fighters music to be remembered in the future?
Well, you know, I think at this point, after 20 years, we've always sort of been in our own little world. And so the music that we make is influenced by a lot of music that we grew up listening to. But when we do it, when we get together and play, it just kind of sounds like us. I think that hopefully people will just remember us as like a good American rock band, you know?
And live band. A live band, I think. I think that most of my favorite bands, I feel like, were always bands that were like, I mean, they made great records, but really did something to people live too, and like in front of an audience. And I think that's been our, you know, there's like, it's almost two sides of the band. There's the side of when we make the records, and Dave's working really hard to try and, you know, lead us in a good direction, and we all worked really hard to get in the studio and make these perfect albums. But then we get out here live, and I think there's an essence of even the way that we play the songs that we just recorded. You know, like when we play Congregation live now, it's a lot faster, it's a lot wilder, but in a way, I sometimes like, that's kind of how I wish it sounded on the record sometimes, you know, and I think that I like live bands like that, you know.
Bem, eu perguntei para eles como é que eles esperam que a música do Foo Fighters seja lembrada no futuro. O Dave basicamente disse que gostaria que eles fossem lembrados como uma grande banda de rock americana, e o Taylor complementou dizendo que ele gostaria que a banda fosse lembrada como uma grande banda ao vivo, que muitas vezes as músicas que eles trabalham no estúdio soam ainda melhores ao vivo. So you guys are in Brazil for like a week or something?
Yeah.
And I was wondering, in Sonic Highways, you captured the vibe, the energy of each city, each studio. What kind of energy do you think would be captured here in Brazil if you wrote a song here?
Well, I think that it would be really percussive. I think that there'd be a lot of drums. And I think that it would be really exciting and passionate and energetic. But one of my favorite records of all time is Sepultura's Roots record.
Great.
And I loved the band for years before that, but when they started incorporating a lot of the Brazilian rhythm or instruments into their sound, I thought it was so fucking cool, you know? Even when they sang in Portuguese, like, I thought it was really awesome. So, yeah, I mean, if you spend enough time in one place, the environment starts to influence what you do. And I don't know how that would work. I just imagine a lot of drums.
Bom, eu perguntei para ele como seria uma música aqui no Brasil, como soaria uma música escrita aqui no Brasil, já que no Sonic Highways eles captaram a energia de cada um das cidades que eles pararam. O Dave disse que aqui no Brasil uma música gravada aqui teria muita percussão, muita bateria. Falou do Sepultura, o Roots, um dos álbuns que ele mais gosta em toda a vida dele. Então, é isso. Daqui a pouquinho a gente vai ver então Foo Fighters ao vivo aqui no Maracanã. Muito obrigado.
Thanks, man. On Multishow and Music Matters.